What is going on, Governors? Chisgule here, and today we're gonna rock Card King, aka Can Chisgule Remember Things, aka Where Should You Spend Your Gems to get value in this event? Coming right up. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today we're gonna rock the Card King, getting some commanders from a wide selection. We'll talk about which commander you should choose from this list, as well as test our memory dueling against Constantine. Spoiler alert, that's where we're going to invest. Now let's talk very briefly about which of these commanders you should invest in, why you would do it in Card King instead of other places, and where you might find better value. In general, I think it is a great choice for using your Card King to unlock commanders you wouldn't have had access to otherwise. If you didn't get Esong or Richard's in here, right? Wait a minute, there we go. If you didn't get some of these commanders that are really good because you missed them in the wheel the first time around, fear not, eventually they show up here. However, I want to call attention to a couple commanders in particular that I think are pretty solid and have high potential. The first of those is Tamaris. I think that with the advent of new archers in the Rise of Kingdoms, this is a prediction we're making, coming soon, based on the Mighty Governor cycles, that archers could get really, really good, and that skill damage could be really, really good. So as long as the new commanders do skill damage, and that becomes a thing for rallies, then you're always going to use Tamaris as a part of a swarm to get her debuff that makes it so that they take more skill damage. So Tamaris could be really solid. Now, I personally invest in Constantine in this whole rigmarole because Constantine is going to be really solid in Canyon, really solid in the open field, and really solid in the garrison. I would love to honestly use them as a primary for defending my city if I could. They're not expertise yet, so that's not a thing. However, I would love to go all in on this commander with universals. We're not quite there yet. Other commanders you might consider, of course, include Alexander the Great for all-around greatness in the battlefield, open field, canyon, smacking, garrisons. You also could go for Khan for more glass cannon style damage. Don't invest in this commander. Charlemagne's not a thing. Saladin is really solid for a more tanky cavalry option. Possibly has more longevity than Khan, believe it or not. Khan may resurface just because of his insane rage generation. And actually, between Saladin and Khan, I have Khan in my Canyon lineup, not Saladin. Esong is, of course, universally amazing. El Cid you can get from gold keys, so don't get him here. Martel you can get from gold keys. Caesar you can get from gold keys. Freaking Mehmed. Cao Cao, Cleopatra, Sundok, all these commanders you can get from gold keys. Don't use your opportunity to get other commanders on that. Now, if these are all the options you have, or you expertise to all the other stuff, I would say that Mehmed is a really solid pickup for commanders that are in the gold keys and that you might use. Of course, Martel, also a solid pickup, and El Cid, a solid pickup in that category. But that's enough blabbing out of me about which ones you might want to choose. We're all in on the Constantine plan. Now, before we go any further, let's just take a look here at where our Constantine is. We're straight chilling at 5-2 with 20 sculpts. Over the course of this event, I think we get like 30 sculptures, so it's not going to take us that far. We'll get one more skill on him. Theoretically, you could be using this commander at a 5-5-1-1, make them the primary commander, level them up, and I think that would be a very solid choice. Because they're a support commander, they've got a really powerful role in Rise of Kingdoms. With any other commander that cares about generating rage, spoiler alert, almost every commander except Tamaris cares about generating lots of rage. So I think this is a commander that's a very, very solid invest. Now, to that end, is this the best way to spend your gems? Well, my friends, if we go into the Constantine duel, then you can see here that, yeah, we'll get, 3 sculptures of Constantine, but it's going to cost us a pretty penny. Once we start this event, it is going to cost us about 300 gems a flip. So there we go, 300 gems. We can match that up. Kind of expensive for 8 hours of speed up. However, if we could match up these sculptures, which we did there, 600 gems for a legendary commander sculpture is really solid. Of course, that's not really the right way to think about this. The way to be thinking about this is that it's the blended cost of all of these things averaged together that makes this kind of an interesting event. And also what makes it an interesting event is that at any point in time, you could reshuffle the deck. So now that I've obtained the majority of the big value, I could reshuffle this. However, for only 300 gems, I'll take that much experience. And for only 300 gems, I'll take 1,000,000 gold. So let's rock that. There is the 1,000,000 gold. And now we rock the experience. Now, look, I don't really need that much experience, but I'm going to go for it anyways because, you know what, if they ever add more levels into Rise of Kingdoms, which to me seems like an amazing opportunity to breathe so much life into this game by, like, raising the level cap to, like, 65, you rework the talent trees that are weaker, add in some new talent points. Man, I think you could do some really, really cool stuff. So as we go through this, there'll be points in which we make an assessment. Do we want to keep going? Or do we want to kind of call it where it is? Wait a minute. There we go. There's the match. Now, didn't we see stone already? Yes, we did. Match those up. Solid. Solid, solid, solid. Boom. Get the 8 hours. Now, we got to keep going so we can get the double heads here, which we'll do in just a second. This, of course, is the exact opposite of the situation you want, the very last matchup being the 2 gold heads. All right, we're going to rock the reset here and continue the party. It's kind of remarkable. I had a lot of gems, and then recently those gems have all vanished. What did we do? We did the VIP shop before reset, the VIP shop after reset, spending, a total of 50,000 gems. This is going to cost us a lot of gems, like 30,000 gems. Yeah, we are spending big gems, which brings me to an interesting question. Should a free-to-play player be rocking this event? And if so, how? I'm going to make the argument that if you needed a specific commander, that it is an interesting event to rock. If you don't need any of the other commanders that are sort of involved here, then, I'd be less excited about going all in. And by need, I mean need to unlock. There's better ways to spend your gems. I'm going to skip that experience. Is that worth it? If it was 4 tomes, like the previous one was, I'd say, okay, I'll just go do it. I think I'm just going to skip it. Confirm. All right. You still get all the other stuff that you had matched up when you leave a duel early, so no worries there. No worries on that front. All right, let's get these matches going. First match is in. Second match, food. Wait a minute. Didn't I see food? Where did I see food? Was food right here? Yes, it was. Nailed it. All right. Continuing on. Should you spend gems in this event? I think that wheels are the better way to go. See, I definitely don't need wood. I definitely don't need the experience tomes in the 3 spot. If it was a 4 spot, like the first time, I would spend the 300 gems. Yeah, let's just reset that. I just really do not need wood. Like, maybe archers will become so good in this next patch that, that becomes a thing again, and I got to train archers. But I have more archers now than I kind of know what to do with, which is less than ideal. Okay, let me say that a little differently. That's the only reason that's less than ideal is that I basically have almost no cavalry compared to what I used to. I had like 2.6 million calves, I think, before KVK, and now I'm down to 500,000, 600,000 T5 calves. Ooh, awkward. Okay, so what do we got here? We've got, I really do want the Dazzling Starlight Sculptures. I mean, that is worth the gems. So let's see if we can find those. Instead, we got the wood. Well, 3 Dazzling Starlight Sculptures for 600 gems is pretty legit. You've earned all the prizes from the duel. Please reset or replace the duel. All right. I don't know. The voice felt appropriate for some reason for what we were doing. Couldn't tell you why that voice called out to me, but it did. Okay, so there's a 4 spot on the experience tomes, so I'm more inclined to match those than I would have been otherwise. We're going to continue onward. 4 spot on the experience tomes. That was, wood and stone. All right, well, that's awkward. There's the 2 spot. Do I want to spend gems for the wood? No. And for the 4 spot of stone? I do this every time. I probably should make a legend for whether or not it's worth doing, but I don't need those resources. I have plenty. I'm just going to hit the reset here. You can quote this moment when Chisgule said he had plenty of stone and plenty of wood and thought it was a bad idea to spend probably what was value to obtain more. I am mentally not paying attention now to what things I'm matching. Here we go. 10 hours of speed up. Where were you? Right here? No. Wait a minute. There's stone. 10 hours of speed up. I knew I found it before. So as I'm working through this, let me know down in the comments, what commander are you going to be going for? Which commander do you think is the best in the bunch? Now, 12 hours of speed ups. I do want to hunt for that. Will we get there? Boom. Now, something here must match. Stone, gold key. Stone, stone. 300 gems for a gold key. Fine. Fine. Was the gold key worth it? I love doing this. I love just opening the gold key immediately afterwards, acting as if that's a way to compare. 300 gems. 300 gems, everybody. Right here. 300. Gross. Not the right way to compare gems, but whatever. The reason that's not the right way to compare gems is that you really should look at it as an overtime thing, but yeah, okay. Good enough. Here we go. Continuing the duel. See if we can get anything good. We've got food. Wait, where was the food? All right, I thought I saw food. I didn't see food. We're hitting that point where it's been a long day and trying to talk and play is distracting. We'll get there. 1 Lego sculpt with 1 Lego sculpt. And continuing 2 Lego sculpts with 2 Lego sculpts. Now this is a fascinating point of inflection. Do we continue? Is there anything that's worth it here? The gold will be kind of worth it. The gold would be kind of worth it. The food would be fine. The experience would be fine. Do we have 1 gold figured out already? We do. All right. All right. Can we get lucky? Boom. Boom. Nailed it. And this, 2 million. 2 million. Food for 300 gems. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? 2 million food for 300 gems. Darn it, it really is. All right. All right, we'll do it. I'll bite. Experience. Whatever. We'll match it up. We'll match it up. And we're looking good. Hit the reset, baby. What do we got? What do we got? All right. Matching things up. We got wood off the bat is a little bit awkward. However, Lego sculpt early on. Continuing the spins. We'll match up the wood, and we found a gold key. Can we find the companion for the gold key? Instead, we get a double, and 10-hour speed-ups are matched. We've got the stars here. Now we're looking for the double. Double, double, double. Okay, gold key, and the last thing is right over there. Was it worth 300 gems? Was it worth 300 gems for the gold key? Full Harmon. If you're into that sort of thing. No use for any of this. Look at that. I have 506 Belisarius, 504 Boudica sculptures. All right, whatever. But I think I get more value out of this silver key with the... Oh, well, if it was anything other than a building speed up, maybe we'd call it more value. All right, one last reset on this grand event. We're looking for value. Will we get it? I don't know. Normally we have more universal commander sculptures that kind of show up in this event, like 1 or 2 at least. So we'll keep getting these constant... Oh. Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. Boom! Headshot. Legendary head. All right, cool. Stone. Now, do we have... Boom. All right, well, there's that double. What do we got in here? 2 starlight sculptures and stone. Match it up, and we'll match it up. Boom. There we go. We spent our gems. I think it was like 30,000 gems, 50,000 gems, somewhere in there. Again, you're going to get better value from wheels if that's what you're doing. This is a commander that doesn't show up in wheels, so it feels like a pretty good pickup to me. But I'm a pretty big spender in this game, so that's an okay thing. In terms of priority for your gems, I would make the argument that like wheel events are really good. Probably more than gems is better than that. Then maybe Card King. And Card King really elevates in value if you're unlocking a commander you didn't have unlocked before. We're going to smack that upgrade button, leveling up that second skill. It would be pretty easy for us to take them to 5511. But again, we're up to 635 universal legendary commander sculptures. Man, that just goes up so fast. Like, Arc every week is amazing. Arc every week is amazing. Fantastic position to be in here for whatever these new archers enter the meta. Or, as you know, my prediction is that we're going to see this Mighty Governor of Leonidas probably one more time longer than we're used to in the past. That is my guess for how the commander cycle and Rise of Kingdoms may change based on the 2020 rumors. Card up in the top for 2020 rumors if you haven't seen that already. I think it's a pretty cool video. If you enjoyed this, then please do like and subscribe. This is how I grow as a content creator, so that would mean a lot to me. Every single like you drop on a video is hugely helpful. Every time. Like. And until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom. Okay, but like only push the like button once, because then you like it, unlike it, like it, unlike it. So just like it once. That'd be super cool. Thanks, y'all. Gems. I wonder why there's a chest of gems